Hey y'all. Well, they done did it. Yes, indeedy. They's married now. All right, y'all. You see the title, you see the pic. They went out and did it. They got to Paris, and I do believe they probably humbly got back right away because Jennifer from Vh1 Basketball Wives LA got married. That's right. Her and Christian, they went ahead and did it. They did the do. They are married. They are locked in for life. And you look, I'm happy for her. At this day, we need more love in the world. And if she can find her peace and happiness within this situation, I'm here for it. I'm going to root for love. Now, that may be a controversial statement for many because a lot of people feel that, look, he's probably not the marrying kind. And that may be true, but Jen is a very grown woman and is free to make all her decisions as she shall. And we are just here just to see it and witness it all. And let's just talk about it a little bit. But yeah, as I've shared before in previous videos, I actually like Jen on the show, Basketball Wives LA. That's why I was trying to get it in there, and it just would not come out. Well, it was not coming out. But I've always liked her. Look, she's good TV. I've said it before. I continue to stand with it. I like her effervescent way of just not really giving a you know what, and it's cool. I mean, look, she gets in there when she needs to, but she's always seems to be like this kind of presence that's kind of above it all, and I kind of like that. I mean, it makes me laugh. It's fun, and hey, look, she don't do broke, so maybe there's going to be some hope in this relationship. We'll see. I mean, it went from 250,000 to 12,500. So that's a good start, right? Yeah. But hey, welcome back. I don't believe I got a chance to say that. If you are new here, of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, be part of the family. I would love to have you. And if you already been here rocking with me, I thank you so much. And I appreciate all of y'all's viewing and listening support. And yeah, I was excited to see this breaking news that hit the news this past weekend on the fact that Jen went ahead and did it. Now, if you had saw my last video where I talked about what was the aftermath or the verdict per se for the violation situation that Christian had found himself in. He had a probation violation that included a bit of a 15-day sentence in DeKalb County. So, but he was given permission. He was given permission to go ahead and sweep his bride to be off onto Paris and get married. But there was one condition. He had to spend 2 days in jail or in lockup. And then he could go ahead and move forward with getting married, going across, all kinds of time zones and everything else. And then he had to whisk himself right back. So he's probably back in custody at this point to finish out the remaining 13 days of that 15-day sentence. So I thought it was pretty, honestly, light of a situation. I kind of expected a lot more was going to come from what was going on. So I would say he's very lucky, and he most certainly should be thanking the one above for allowing this opportunity to happen for them. Look, we all know, if we've been watching Basketball Wives, that Jen has been planning this wedding for quite some time. She's really talked a lot about it on her Instagram, I believe, which is, I believe, where they kind of got the infraction for what happened with Christian, because they were posting places that they were at, which apparently they needed permission to do that, which I don't know how that even got slipped through the cracks. But as you can see, it did. Now, if you watched this last week's episode for Basketball Wives, Jen and Christian actually were going to go see his probation officer in order to make sure that everything was going to be okay with going to Paris. So, you kind of feel like that's a prelude to what was going to happen. Now, whether or not this is going to continue to, play out itself on to the show is yet to be seen. I think we still have a few more episodes to go before the end of the season, but we will see. I would love to see it in that kind of real time, but not so real time kind of mode, just the reactions of what that was like, barring what we already know just by the stories that were shared. So yeah, but at the end of the day, they stuck to everything. It looks, from what I could see, from what few pictures that were circulating around, that it was a beautiful affair. So at the end of the day, she's married. That's it. She's locked in for life, I would believe. I don't think she's going to let this one go anytime soon. And hey, look, it is what it is. We all got to just kind of go behind it, right? Nevertheless, they don't care what we think, so that's fine. We can just share, and I say, look, I'm here for love. If it doesn't work out, again, she's grown. She can know what to do to get herself out of that situation and move forward, and hopefully everything will be okay. But right now I'm going to choose to say, you know what, we're just going to see, give it a chance and just see how it all continues. So with that, I do want to go into a bit of a sharing about what is going on to get a little bit more detail. So let's go ahead and just get into that real quick. Okay. So according to the Jasmine brand, Basketball Wives star Jennifer Williams marries Christian Golden Perry. Now, Jennifer Williams is officially married over the weekend. The Basketball Wives cast member and fiance Christian Gold said, "I do." The pair married in an intimate ceremony in Paris. A clip of the pair celebrating at what appears to be their wedding reception began to circulate. Now, Christian was also filmed giving a toast to his new bride, complimenting her in front of guests. And earlier this month, the couple had made headlines when Christian was arrested and sentenced ahead of their wedding. He is on probation for false imprisonment. As previously reported, he violated his probation and was jailed. Now, however, the judge made an exception, saying Christian was allowed to serve 2 days in jail and then travel for his wedding. After the wedding, he was or has been ordered to return to DeKalb County and spend the remaining 15 days behind bars, but I think it would be actually 13 days if he got a full 15 days. So I think it's supposed to be 13 days, which would give the full 15 days in total. Now, Jennifer and Christian had got engaged August 2023, for those who may not have been aware. Prior to Christian, Jennifer was married to ex-husband Eric Williams. No, not a good relationship match. But they did divorce in 2010, and thank goodness for her. After 10 years of marriage, no word on whether or not the ceremony will be filmed for Basketball Wives. Now, look at here. I need this ceremony to be aired on Basketball Wives. I mean, this is a good way to send off the show for the end of the season and then get into the the reunion to kind of just talk about some things after the fact. But I think it would be a great, season's closer, really, at this point. I want to see all of it. I guess that VH1 would have to go to Paris to see it or to get it. And I don't know if they've ever well, no, they used to go abroad. It seems like it's been forever since they have. I know they just went to Mexico or something like that not too long ago. They used to go to other places much further away, like in Europe. I want to say there was. I think Amsterdam might have been one time, but it was a huge blowout. Who was it that was on that show at that time? Oh gosh, I can't think of her name. Tammy, she was on there at that time, I believe. So they did used to go on big trips. I don't know if they'll be able to do it this time, but I hope that they will, because it would really be nice to get at least, if not, be able to take us along there, which I guess it wouldn't happen, would it? Because we'd already be there. But take us through the previous clips and everything like that. That would be nice. I mean, what am I saying? Yeah, they could air it just as if we were there. We could still feel the same about it. It's cool. It's fine. It's wonderful. I would love to know your thoughts about this. Honestly, I really would. I can kind of already feel like some people are going to be just like, no way. And some are going to say that, wasn't the best decision. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I just want to see it unfold. I've got my popcorn and I'm ready for it. I mean, at the end of the day, Jennifer seems extremely happy with Christian. She seemed happier with him than anybody else she really has ever been with, to include Giovanni. Even that seemed a bit tense, but it looked like it kind of warmed up as time went on. I thought, well, wow, this is like a regular relationship, right? But alas, it did not last, and it imploded or exploded, however you would want to recall that, during the off season of the show, during its hiatus. And then she comes back single, or no, not really single, right? Back on the scene real quickly, off the scene, but then on the show we see Christian, so he just kind of popped up from anywhere, and yeah, but they seem happy. They really do. And like I said, Jennifer gives good TV. Okay, I mean, she's had the most infamous situations on this show. Got the hips guy, you had Eric, you had Giovanni. We didn't even get to see the one with the Range Rover situation, so we'll digress on that. But we got a whole 2 hour plus whatever documentary on it. So she has a colorful dating situation. Look, is this all gonna pan out for her? I hope it does. All jokes aside, right? I hope it does. I really do, because you're putting a whole lot of stake into someone who has a bit of a past. But at the end of the day, everybody's got a bit of a past. Now, some people have a range of issues in their past, and not all past situations are forgivable things to get into a relationship with. But who's to say, right? I mean, only you can determine what is right for you. Only you can determine what is best for you. I mean, at the end of the day, you have shows like Love After Lockup and Lockup Why We're in Love and all these kind of things. And some of these relationships, although most of them really do break away, some of them do stand the test of time. Yeah, a small percentage do. So I say you never know. Sometimes you just got to throw the dice at love and see where it lands. And just know that as long as you're secure in yourself and secure in your situation, that if the thing doesn't work out, then everybody knows what a divorce lawyer is. I mean, it's not that difficult. And she's been through this before. And I'm not to say that to be cynical about it, but look, she knows her way around that process. So it's not going to be that devastating to get out of it, right? Jennifer, one thing, she can get herself into some zany situations, but she does know how to get herself out. So, and not everybody can master that skill. Most people can probably learn from that. Some may say, look, you probably wouldn't want to get into a situation like that in the first place, but I would agree too. May not be everybody's cup of tea, but it definitely is hers. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Christian has found the love of his life. I hope. Jennifer, I hope, has found the love of her life. You know, they both seem to be actually, you know, honestly, equally into each other. You know, sometimes you see these relationships where it always seems to be one seems to be really into the one and the other one doesn't seem to be really there, or, you know, that kind of a thing. Or maybe it's just not their personality to show it so outwardly. They seem to be kind of on the even keel about that, right? I mean, they're cute and they're fun. And I think it's wonderful. And I really want to see Jennifer win. I've said this before and I will say this again. I want to see Jennifer win. I want to see anybody win that finds someone that they connect with, that they're evenly yoked with, and that they can move forward in life with. You know, no one has a perfect situation. All that matters is what is right for you. Love is love. And, you know, you can't determine always where that love is going to lead you. Hopefully your common sense will kick in. So you will not be in a situation that will put you in a place where you are going to be unhappy for the rest of your life. But so many of us do find ourselves in that situation, even with people with less of a past. So look, you know, I say go for the gusto. I mean, look, she has an unorthodox life anyways. She's on TV, for heaven's sakes. That's not a regular thing, you know? So look, go ahead, get what you need to get. Who knows if we get a chance to see it? Maybe VH1 chipped in on the wedding itself. So if that is a good thing, why not, right? I say this to say she's not dress rehearsing. She's been down this road. She seems to have beautiful weddings, because I do remember the last dress that I saw her in with her previous wedding to Eric, I believe it was, and she looked absolutely stunning. So I really want to see more of the pics and the full, you know, whole motif. I would love to see, because I think that she's a beautiful woman and I think that she picks really well. So, and hopefully that will, you know, pair over into the men. Look, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And, you know, for those who may say, well, there's slim pickings out here. That doesn't mean you have to just get with any old body, right? Keep your standards a certain way, but also remembering that people are people and they'll meet whoever they want to meet where they're at. And that's all that matters at this point. So with that, I definitely want to know your thoughts. Those are my thoughts about this wedding look. There is so much crap going on right now that this gives me joy. I don't care. This gives me joy. So let's just kind of bask in that joy. And we don't need any more things to be upset about. We really don't. I mean, we don't. But, you know, go ahead and leave your comments, especially down below. I would so love to. I would so love to know. And we can communicate about it. Let's just talk about it. And so definitely want to make sure that if you are new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I hope that you will, of course, because I want you to be part of the family. I would love for that to be the case. Definitely keep your all notification bells on, because I do have another video that's going to be dropping here in a little while. I do have a video that dropped earlier today, so make sure you check that one out too. We were talking about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and you know, they're premiering tonight, so I want to make sure that you had got a chance to see that prelude. So it kind of just opens up a little bit of the story for you, so when you get into it, you're right there. You already know what's going to be starting to happen, right? You won't be so confused in the beginning, I guess. But yeah, definitely let me know your thoughts. And hey, look, Jennifer and Christian, congratulations. I hope it works out. And look, we're here for it. Whatever you want to show, we're here for it. So that being said, thank you so much again for being here. I'm going to bid you adieu. You take care, be blessed, and keep those bells on, because I've got another video coming. And until next time, bye.